This is Marty's Gang, musically incorrect. Top five albums of this disco band from Pasadena that somehow went from playing KC and the Sunshine Band covers to being the biggest band in California history. And I would argue the best band in California history. Auto go.
Yeah, I can't argue that. All right. So you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna start on this one just to
Okay.
get it rolling. My number five top Van Halen album would be 5150.
Hmm. All right.
So as soon as I mention anything by Sammy, I expect all of a sudden people to break into my door and start trying to beat me up.
Wow. Just David Lee
They
Roth.
That's
first
just
of all,
me.
first of all, they can't because I got the guns and
Okay.
I will fuck you up. Okay. I was born on the mean streets of Edmonton. You know what?
And you got a golden retriever. They're the best guard dogs.
Yeah, that's really good help. Um, you know what? 5150, it was like, I remember in high school when this happened, and it was like, you're either Dave or you're Van
Yep.
Hagar.
I remember that too.
And
Hmm.
you know what? I did not buy Eat 'em and Smile. I was so against Dave.
Wow.
I bought the 45 for Yankee Rose, and then the B-side was Shy Boy, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
The best bass
Yankee
playing ever.
Rose, Yankee Rose is a great song, and I still love it. But I was fully on board with just being a huge Eddie fan, and you know what? I still love that album to date. Why can't this be love? I know people are gonna go, Summer Nights is just fantastic. It just had 5150 had a certain vibe that I was really into in 1986, and we can talk. I can talk about this with Mark probably because it was like turbo. It was like that.
Yeah. Same
that
era. Same era.
yeah, same vibe type thing, kind
Yeah.
of party. Like let's just have fun. Let's not take life too seriously. So yeah, that's my number five.
Oh wow.
Okay, hops.
You guys you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. You already do.
Oh, you ate one too.
No, women and children first is
Wow.
my number five.
Dude, way too low.
No. What? You
Yeah.
just shit canned my favorite album, so I'm gonna get close on this. No, it's not my favorite, but here's my thing, and you guys know, and you nailed it, Otto. Like there was like a divide, and
Yeah.
so
There was.
for me,
And it was
and
real.
I like. Don't get me wrong, I did appreciate David Lee Roth, minus the Ice Cream Man or whatever the hell that song's called. About the like, I hate the this like when you're talking about ain't talking about love and Panama and all that. Those are great songs.
You
But
hate the Broadway.
yeah. So, so when
Bling.
David Lee Roth disappeared, when he
The Broadway
disappeared
was
and went
gone.
and did Eat 'em and Smile or whatever happened there, who knows? Could Sammy have done a better job at stepping into one of the best bands in the world?
No,
And
nobody could have.
Eddie's songwriting, so it was set up to fail for me. And it was like, sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole here, but I, I just really don't like David Lee Roth's. I don't like it when he makes fun of himself. I like it. I like it when he's serious and he's doing like ain't talking about love and he's doing like like the classic Van Halen songs. But I feel like it's a parody sometimes, and that's just me.
It is.
He's not just a gigolo.
Well, that's a perfect example. It's like
It's the Broadway element of Roth that takes away from the edge of David Lee Roth era Van Halen.
That's his.
Van
could have
Halen's
been
not
the
scary
greatest front
when
man.
you're just a gigolo.
He
When
could have
you're-
been the greatest front man of all time. That's all I'm going to say. And he came close.
Maybe. Yeah.
He could have been. He could have been.
More
It's
Mercury.
the pernicious influence of his uncle Manny Roth, unfortunately.
It's they called it Monkey Time.
Hmm.
That was when Dave was in Indiana with his. He'd put on a bunch of different costumes and do Monkey Time. It was all shtick and skit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Dave loves skits and shtick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? I'm sure that brought something. And he was an amazing frontman. Don't get me wrong. Like one of the best. Sometimes I just need to kind of like, I see Sammy and I go, this guy's genuine. He gives a crap about his bandmates. And so for me,
Yeah.
I do get a little hot on this.
Sure.
But Women and Children
Yeah.
First would be my number 5 album
All right.
with Dave.
JT.
Okay, yeah, I agree with pretty much everything Ops is saying, and I do like just to get back on the division that happened in '86, whenever Dave was kicked out or fired or left or whatever. Sammy stepped in, and as we know at our high school, 5150 was a couple of years before we graduated, or was it when we
1 year. Yeah,
1 year?
86.
Yeah,
86.
I did.
Same as Turbo.
I didn't want to love that album, but I liked a lot about it. And I just make one sideways comment. MB tried to push the best of both worlds as something that it wasn't in terms of its intention.
Mm.
Okay, so you guys aren't getting it.
No, I get it.
I'm digesting.
Okay, yeah, it's just
Okay.
it was a hilarious joke I remember him making at Okanagan Beach. But okay, so I'm at Van Halen 1 for number 5.
What?
What?
Whoa.
Great, one of the best debut albums of all time. But
Yeah, number 5?
you're starting your musical career. You're a disco band from Pasadena. You're just getting out of playing Casey and the Sunshine Band. You got the greatest guitar player in the world. Yeah, awesome. You got the front guy. You got a great drummer. You're still learning.
Holy shit. Okay, this
That's
is
interesting.
blow me away.
Yeah,
number
that's
5.
Controversy.
Wow.
And you know I'm a massive Van Halen fan. I listen to Van Halen more
I know. I remember
probably
you
any
at a
other
grad
80s
party
band there
wearing a no Bozos
Yeah,
shirt.
right.
Fucking yeah, wow.
Colin may
Yeah, that's-
still not like that, or Dean Hyde, one of those guys. But
I saw Darren Hyde the other day.
really, eh? I hope they're
Yeah,
both good.
yeah.
Good,
Yeah, we had a
good.
good chat.
Yeah.
Anyways. Wow.
Awesome. Okay,
Shit.
Didn't
Jobber.
see that coming.
Wow, jobber.
I was going to say though, I know what you're saying about Dave being on the schmaltzy side, which is true. But I think in terms of the formation of the band initially, the fact that I think if it were just Eddie, it would have been more Cream, Black Sabbath, kind of hard edged. The fact that Dave brought in Kool in the Gang
Yeah.
and that kind of that influence is what you get.
100%.
This is why Van Halen is so quirky. There's a
Yep.
funky,
Definitely.
unusual that sets it apart from a lot of bands that try to copy what they did. They just didn't get that mix at all. So
Definitely.
No, I
that's,
get
you know,
that.
that's
I
something
get
I'll give that with Dave, you got to take the good with the bad. What makes him his negatives are also his positives sometimes. It's a little hard to kind of explain, but that's my feeling on it. Anyway, as far as the top five is 5150.
All right.
Wow.
So-
Nice, bud. Didn't see that one coming.
That's where I thought
Summer
JT
Nights. I love Summer Nights. So this is also a slice in the life. I mean, the same way that Evening Smile and 5150 have a very big place in my memories of 1986
Same with
summertime.
me. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm Good Enough. Why Can't This Be Love? And it was really, as I was saying earlier, off camera, I was really nice to see Sammy perform those in September. But I saw Dave Lee Roth twice. I've seen Van Halen with Dave Lee Roth once in 2013. And I've never had a chance to experience that part of the catalog live before. And I thought Satriani did a good job with it. So no, it's a solid album. I know that Quiggy has problems with the production issues with it, and I do think some of
It's a
the
different
songs,
guitar tech.
it's a little bit unique, and it doesn't sound like the other Hager era albums as much. Like I get the sense that some of these songs were designed, written with Dave in mind,
Could be.
not Sam.
Yeah, it could be. 5150 definitely was. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, I think so. I love that guitar.
Inside,
Yeah.
things like
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Okay. Okay, we're off to a good start. Number 4. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Balance.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
You know what? This album just gets trashed, and I can't figure out why. Like, if you do not get chills with Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do, like, are you fucking kidding me? That song is unreal. It's dark. It's the songwriting is fantastic. It's everything. And then you got Can't Stop Loving You, which is perfect, like just
So
radio friendly.
was Balance
Take Me
after?
Back, Deja Vu is underrated. Amsterdam is fantastic. I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with
Okay,
people with
wait.
this album?
What
This
year?
album is probably the best album from 1995. And
95?
yeah,
Wow.
95.
Okay, is Sammy's still on that album?
Yeah, oh, unreal. It's the best Sammy album. It
I'm just
has a
making sure you're not taking a Sharon album. That's all.
no, it's got Not Enough. It's got Feeling. It's like
Not Enough's a
this
good
album
song.
is just like so underrated, and it's
Not
like
Van
everybody
Halen.
bashes it, and I'm like, no, no, like
I
seriously, people, fucking sit there, put your headphones on, listen to this album, and it's got a bit of everything. It's got the
hmm.
party in Amsterdam. It's got the radio of Can't Stop Loving You. It's got the fucking dark edge of like Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do. No, this
Huh.
album
All
is
right.
my number 4. And for all you Van Halen fans that are like, fuck you, Dave is Van Halen. Yeah, just put your headphones on, fucking grab a couple of brewskis, put them on. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Huh. All right.
I gotta go back to that one, Otto. I
Yeah,
gotta
same
go.
with me. I mean, I know it exists, but you
Yeah,
mentioned a couple of song titles I probably heard, but in my Van Halen world, that's
super
so
underrated.
far away from Van Halen, I wouldn't even think of listening
Yeah.
to.
All right, Ops.
Number 4 for me, Van Halen 2.
Okay.
Um, it's a great album, and as much as I'm slamming Dave a little bit, and that's my go-to move. It's a great album, and I don't get me wrong, like Michael Anthony for me, like I put him up here. Like for me, he's the glue. He's the
He's the
glue.
man.
He's the
Yes.
glue that holds that
He's
band
the guy
together.
behind the scenes. He's the fucking Doc McGee to Motley Crue.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good analogy. Except he's not having like the band beaten up for no apparent reason.
Michael
No,
Anthony's a very underrated musician.
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
He sang lead vocals. Ain't Talk About Love, for example, live. He could be a lead singer. I don't
He
know
could
why he
be.
wasn't.
yeah.
Bass players never think like that, Jobber.
True. But I can't sing
unless,
anyway, so
hold on, unless you're Gene. Unless you're Gene.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's some guys that can, but I mean the bass player instantly thinks, how do I hold up this whole crazy project? Right? We're the glue.
Yeah, there's some truth in that for sure. But I think all I'm saying is like Michael Anthony for me is the glue in that band.
For
I
sure he
mean,
is.
whatever was going on, it's almost failed from the start. You got two brothers, okay? So that's the glue to begin with. But then you start bringing in other people, and it's like you're never going to trump the brothers.
No.
Just
No,
saying.
no, you've got the brothers, and then you got the lead vocalist whose ego is as
Yeah,
big as
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
even Gene's,
yeah.
and then you're the bass player.
Yeah.
Totally.
You're lucky
although
you
in
No
got
the
offense,
earlier albums,
you're lucky
though,
you got a job.
thing is though, in the earlier
jobber.
albums,
You're amazing. You
he,
got a jobber.
but in the earlier albums, Anthony's got some pretty nice licks in there. Like they
Definitely.
got him at the top of the mix. He's doing some. He's keeping up. He's he's a
100%.
Yeah,
he's
for
a
sure.
decent. He's got some chops.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So Hops, you were saying what wait was
Van
Van
Halen
Halen 2. All right.
Van
I had
Halen
that
too.
at number 4, Van Halen 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great album. Don't get me wrong, but it's not their best, in my opinion.
Right. Okay, so I reluctantly put this at number 4. There's times I probably would put it at number 1 or number 3 or number 5, but I got to go with Fair Warning. There's so many great things about Fair Warning. but it's not as raw as Women and Children First, but it's more metally. Unchained is metally, and then they got the weird keyboard stuff at the end. The whole album's solid. Like I can listen to every single song, and I don't go, I don't want to hear this. It's really good. Yeah, like
Mm.
I really like
Yeah,
most of the things about Van Halen that I like, and the fact that the bizarre album cover, which
Mm.
I thought was a 16th century Dutch Black Plague picture by Bruegel. Turns
probably
out
Dutch, Pete.
it was actually a guy from Manitoba.
Really?
Believe it
Yeah.
or not, it's a painting from the 1960s about reimagining the plague, and it's got a bunch of kids punching each
Dude,
other in the
you know
face
what it is? The kid that's punching the other kid in the face. So the kid that's punching is from Winnipeg, and the kid that's on the ground, he's from Denmark or whatever.
No, we have to keep the politics straight. He's from Saskatchewan.
Wow.
No kid from Saskatchewan lie down and get punched. He'd be
No,
back up.
he had already been punched 15 times, and that's why now.
Maybe from Ontario or Quebec, but he's definitely not from Sask.
Depends how many Pilsners he's had there, Otto.
Or how about this? It was the guy from Merrick punching the guy from Langley.
Okay, where are we?
Jobber,
Number 4.
what are you doing on number 4?
Number 4, 1984.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's Van Halen's a weird one for me. There's just certain albums that really
It's the same.
resonate. This one, I love 1984. But no, there's just so much. I'm more into the deep tracks.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of. I love Panama. I love Jump. I love Hot for the Teacher, but
Just say it's the
and
synth.
oh wait, I don't like the keyboard sound, drives me nuts on that.
Yeah,
But
exactly. That's what I was waiting for. Just say it's the synth jobber. I knew, like the whole thing was being telegraphed. Like, I like all the chord progressions and all this, and then just go, I hate the fucking synth. Like I knew that's where it was going.
If
I
he
hate
were
the
ever to go
fucking
on a
synth.
dating
If
site,
I ever
his
hear
dating
Elvis
site would
again, I'm
say,
gonna put a bullet in
I
my
hate
head.
synth and I hate ballads.
Yeah. Cut to the chase.
That's awesome. No, that's
again,
good.
it's not. It's an amazing album, and if it were another band, it would definitely be number one for me. But
I did not expect that to be that low. That's interesting. Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, we're back to me.
Yep.
My number 3 would be Van Halen 2.
All right.
That was the first Van Halen album I owned. Buddy of mine, John McIntosh, rest in peace.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he gave me that album. He
Wow.
gave me that, and I think it was BTO 4-wheel drive. It was my birthday,
Wow.
and he didn't have any money to bring presents, and he knew I loved music, so he brought me Van Halen 2 and 4-wheel drive.
Cool.
And I still remember that because I'm whatever, fucking 10 years old, and I'm like that's all I cared about was music. I didn't care if it was a used fucking album. And Van Halen 2, I was like, holy shit. The 1-2 punch of You're No Good and Dance the Night Away, I was like,
Awesome.
holy shit.
Amazing.
This is crazy. Like, listen to this fucking singer like doing his thing. And then on side 2, DOA, I'm like, holy crap. Like this shit is good. And the pictures on the inner sleeve, I remember going over to Jobber's house, and I'm like, check these guys out. Like, fuck, this guy's got all these nurses around him, hot nurses. Like, this guy's the badass, and this guy's got a fucking flaming guitar. This guy's got fucking, his drumsticks are on fire. I'm like these guys they were just that cool.
Yeah.
They were, again, as a kid, you're like, this is who you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Totally. And so, yeah, so Van Halen 2, I still love the album, always will. I still have the original vinyl that my buddy gave me from when we were 10 years old. So yeah, that's my number three.
So we've been talking about transitions in Van Halen, and this is going to take you guys a little bit, I think. For me, the transition was not Sammy. The transition was 1984, where
Huh.
the synth dove in there. Like for me, 1984 is
Interesting.
my third favorite album. In my opinion, this album was written for Sammy, even though he wasn't in the bloody band yet, because Jump, Panama, this to me, this screams Sammy. So I love hearing him do those songs, if that makes sense. I love this album. I think it's a great album.
Yeah, Sammy's
And
not going to do DOA for sure.
it's a little poppier. Let's face it. It's got the keyboards and
Yeah.
a little bit of synth, and that was again a snapshot in time. Music was changing a bit, but for me, this was the change in Van Halen. This album is a total outlier in my opinion from their previous albums.
It is.
And it started a transition with the band in more ways than one.
Wow. That's
Well,
one of the best
yeah,
analysis of
that's a good take
1984
on it.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's
That
amazing.
means a lot.
And I actually have never thought of that, but it's totally true.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
Okay. JT, number three.
Geez. Wow. Okay. I'm taking Van Halen too. Now that I'm reassessing everything I think about Van Halen after Hopley's comments there, but it's Van Halen 2 to me is the rawest, most brutal album. Me and DQ definitely obsessed over it at our time, listening to Van Halen in the 80s. And heaviest guitar, craziest expansion of almost getting into punk, almost getting into speed metal, but not quite. Every song I love on it, Light Up the Sky being pretty much my favorite. DOA being what me and DQ wanted to be our alternative grad song, which is really freaking dark. Amazing we're both still alive after thinking that when we were 16 or 17, but just an awesome album all around. Love the production, super raw.
Yeah. Jobber.
I'm going to say it's interesting that Hops was hearing Sammy in 1984 while I'm hearing Dave in 5150.
That's true. Wow. Yeah.
I love it.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so number three then, Women and Children First.
Wow. All right. This is Jobber, you're the controversial person on this episode.
And if you want a keyboard song done right, Cradle of Rock would be that. The fact that we're talking about a Wurlitzer electric piano pumped through a Marshall.
Through a Marshall.
I mean, everyone's saying thinks it's a guitar. It's not. And I know we've discussed this before in another episode, but I mean, there's something really innovative about that. And everybody wants some Fools. Simple Rhyme, of course, is their deep cut gem as far as I'm concerned. And I don't think they've ever played it live, but damn, I love that song.
They did in the disco days, apparently. That was the song they wrote to try and create the first hit, and nobody liked it, so they went back to Shake, Shake, Shake Your Booty by Casey and the Sunshine Band, and that would end the show. Which is a great song. I watch KC more than I probably watch Van Halen, so what am I saying?
I mean, Lost in Control and Tora, it is what it is.
Experiments, Jobber. Experiments.
Yeah. The outro is cool too. That Sabbath type of concept that they were going to fade back in the next album.
Right. Yes.
But then they never
didn't. It didn't. Yeah. All right, Bills or Otto. So you want to talk about how great Diver Down is for about 3 hours?
How about Pound Cake?
Well, Where Have All the Good Times Gone is fantastic, but the rest of the album's kind of a write-off.
I remember that summer of 86 or 87 in somebody's Red Laser going really slow during Peach Fest, cranking it out the window and hoping some girls would walk up and say, "You guys are really good looking." But never happened. We just got to
Never
listen to more. We just got to listen to more Van Halen, dude. Someone's red laser.
Awesome. My number two is Van Halen 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic debut album. I mean, Running with the Devil and Talking About Love. Got Jimmy's Crying on side 2. Yeah, I mean, cool cover, just everything about that album. Just
Set the
it
stage
had a
for
vibe.
what Van Halen was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. And it was cool because it was 4 characters, and along with, like, when you think of like my favorite band, Kiss, there was 4 characters. You knew everybody in the band, and a lot of the later bands, you had no idea. Like, I'm sorry, Ian Hill, but nobody knew who you were.
No. And
Yeah,
who the hell's the bass player for White Lion? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I know the bass player for Warrant is. I have no.
Patrick Young.
But I know who Juan Crochet is.
No, that's Black and Blue. Sorry.
You have a problem with bass players?
I have a problem with bass players being ignored.
Unless you're Steve Harris. But,
yeah, Steve Harris and Geddy Lee have no issues. Or Chris Squire.
No. And Gene. Don't forget Gene.
And Gene, yeah. But Gene's not really a bass player per se. Gene is a character in the brand of Kiss.
Yeah, who happens to play some bass.
Exactly.
Anyways.
How about Nikki Sixx?
Oh.
Once again, a concept guy.
Yeah, Van Halen was my number 2.
Concept guy.
All right. Ops, number 2.
My number 2 album is 5150.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that album. And again, this was the transition. It's a little more produced than I'd like. Like, when I look at Van Halen's body of work, and you guys you've been naming some of my favorite songs like Unchained and Ain't Talking About Love. Like, to me, that's Van Halen. But I want 10 songs of that. And I never get that. I get the Ice Cream Man and I get Eruption. And don't get me wrong.
Yeah. No,
right? I feel like you hit it, Otto. There's filler. And I don't feel like there was a lot of filler on 5150. I love the keyboards on and that knocking sound on Now when that kicked in. I love that song. There's so many excuse my link. There's so many good songs on that album. And yes, it's more keyboard biased. It was Sammy's first album. But I really bought what they were selling. That album cover where they're holding the weight of the world. It felt like they were holding the weight of the world, because the best band in the history that we know of out of California that we're all buying into this stuff, all of a sudden the frontman's gone. So these guys are destined to fail, but they still kept it going another 20 years or whatever, right? So I think you got to take some solace in that. I don't look at it as loving Dave or loving Sammy. I love Eddie is what I love. And Eddie was the thread, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so I love 5150. I think Eddie probably wrote the whole damn album on his own and probably just brought Sammy in and just say a few things like Dave used to do. Run around. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but it feels like an Eddie album.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that after he wrote it, he wanted to incorporate Sammy playing some guitar. So there were some sections that, I mean, I actually love. I wanted to hate 5150 when it came out. I actually wanted to hate the whole fucking album. And
anti-JT.
I liked Sammy and I liked Van Halen. I didn't like them together. It's I'm not putting mustard on strawberries. And but when I heard it, I actually loved it. I actually practiced the song 5150 when we were in high school for about 3 months, 2 nights a week. And I still really like the album. So I agree with you. It's there's a lot of great things.
You know what I like Sammy brought to the whole element was I mean, Van Halen was a party band. Let's face it, right? But he kept the party going. And it's
definitely
summer nights, the song Cabo Wabo is fantastic. And Amsterdam, it's like he's partying everywhere.
Of course, that's what Sammy's
You know what I
brand
mean?
is.
Yeah.
There's no negativity you could ever put against Sammy except that, oh, these albums he played on weren't as good as the earlier Van Halen albums. If that's your criticism in life, I can live with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
But
Yeah.
you could probably also argue that with Sammy in there, did they ever have a beginning to end album that was lights out? And that's what I look for in this.
Maybe.
When you say your top 5 albums, I want to
5150 is back to front great. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of filler in a lot of
except for
their
Get
other
Up.
albums. What's that?
Get Up is trash.
It's not that bad.
No, Get Up it's trash, and Inside is trash.
Do you consider it social disease?
Get Up is close, man.
Wow. Okay.
Get Up and
I
Make It Work.
I would never
Make
consider
It
a Van
Work.
Halen song along those lines, but okay, fine.
No, I can probably name you a few.
Well, I mean, not in the first 4 albums, but
Hey, you really want to include Diver Down? No. Okay, so first 4 albums. Okay, we're good.
Diver Down. There's some. All right, whatever. There's some charming.
Don't worry. Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. We're good.
Big Bad Sweet.
There's no wrong answers.
No,
Okay.
don't worry. Don't
So,
worry, the full bug won't come at you. We're good.
Still great playing on them. Okay, Hops, you were
Oh,
at.
God.
Wait, hold
Yes.
on. Hops,
Go on.
Actually, I've said this before. Secrets is a pretty good song.
What is?
Secrets.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's one of the best Van Halen songs ever. It's beautiful. I think I
Just
held
it's on the wrong album.
I think I was like I could actually remember. I know Hops was driving because it was the red laser, but I was in the front seat. I think DQ was in the back, and there was this perfect Peach Fest day where there was no wind, and it was like 24 degrees at 11 at night, and we were listening to that song going down Main Street. And I just thought this was actually that you brought up that song. That is the song I associate with Peach Fest with my buddies in '86.
Nice.
It is. I still think of that to this day, and I don't bring it up with you guys because it's just a song and a moment. But that was, and I only lived there for 3 years. But I remember
if we were all together right now,
that song.
We would hug it out right now.
There we go.
Okay, so my number 2 is Van Halen 1. I think next to Led Zeppelin, this has got to be one of the best debut albums I've ever heard.
Definitely.
Don't forget Kiss's debut album, but
Yeah, true.
okay, keep going.
Touche.
No.
But I mean, Running with the Devil, Eruption, You Really Got Me. But Atomic Punk is good. I mean, that might be one of the more filler songs in this album. But
I'm on Fire is killer.
Yeah, I'm on Fire. Little Dreamer.
No,
has
that's garbage.
Okay,
Which one?
I'm gonna phone DQ right now.
No, I'm on Fire is just trash.
I'm the One is good.
It's filler. I'm the One is fucking filler. Those two
It's
songs.
Filler.
No, it's filler, but
those songs are
it's still high quality filler.
Do you think I can play Punk?
Yeah, it's so Tooth and Nail by Dawkins.
Hey,
come on, boys.
Whoa, hold on. We're not throwing Donnie under the bus tonight. Like, come on.
No, Tooth and Nail is a great album, but seriously, that's your lead song, Tooth and Nail? And then you have classic like Just Got Lucky? No.
That had nothing to do with Donnie's decision. That was a record company.
Okay, hold on here.
You're alone again, Bill.
Dock and Under Lock and Key. They finish each side with Lightning Strikes Again and Until the Living End. Both songs are complete trash. Van Halen did the same thing. Yeah. Each side had a complete fucking filler on each side.
Not trash. They were putting the songs that were the least catchy at the end. Everybody does that. Least catchy goes at the end.
Okay, hold on. This is Van Halen 1, right? You've had your whole life to write this fucking album, and I'm the One is the one you're going to put on your first album? Seriously, dudes, come on. At least Kiss
I'm
had
not,
let
hey,
me know.
I'm not saying it's a good song. I'm saying it's good filler. Like there's filler and there's filler, and this one at least was
You,
I
semi
love
you know what?
listenable.
No,
But
good
I
fillers
do I
let
do
me
get
know.
I don't even know what's
yeah,
going
but the
on.
thing is I get what you're saying there, Otto, because like an album I know you don't like, a different kind
Nobody
of
writes filler.
really does mine a lot of old. Hear me out. Hear me out. Different kind of truth I do like, and I know Otto
It's
doesn't. But
garbage. That
the
album is
thing,
garbage.
you gotta flesh out your ears here because thing is, a lot of the songs come from.
See,
The thing
see,
is, a lot of the songs are
here's the thing,
mod.
Pete. No, here's the thing. You did not put those songs on any album because they sucked. So you come back when you're 80 years old and you go, hey, I've got some demos from fucking 1982 that I think people will like. No, it's trash. They did
Are you
not
kidding
take
me?
back then. They will not take back
It
now.
took.
Here's
Thank
the thing.
God.
The only
Oh
good
my
song
God.
off A Different Kind of Truth was
Whatever.
Tattoo. And people are going like, that's not Van Halen. No, because it's actually fucking good. Tattoo is a good song. Stay Frosty is a good
Tattoo.
song. The rest of the album
Chinatown's
is
a great song.
trash.
What are you talking about? Big River, Chinatown, and they're
Yeah,
all classic
complete
riffs
trash.
too.
Complete
David
They
trash.
should have
G.
been on Van Halen 1.
Fillers, fillers and B-side for any Van Halen album from 1980, Eddie would have went, what the fuck are you trying to put that on
You,
this album for? This is garbage. This is like a
you're
fucking
probably a
David Lee
Van
Roth,
Halen
just a
3 fan,
Gigolo
okay?
album.
Hey guys, I'm more comfortable being targeted. Just go easy on Jobber.
Just so you know, no
No.
band tries to
Like
write.
I would much prefer to listen to the old stuff that he dredged out than the Van Halen 3 new crap that he
I would
tried to
rather
pawn
listen to
off of.
Without You with Gary Sharon on vocals than anything
Oh,
off of
come
fucking
on.
Different Kind of Truth.
Hey, then you
Except for
don't get
that,
an
except
opinion.
for Tattoo. I'd rather hear Eddie sing How Many Say
Tattoo's the
I
weakest song in
than
that
almost
album.
every song on A Different Kind of Truth. It's like,
I
here, guys, I'm going to bring trash back from the 70s that never would have made an album and
Are
call it,
you kidding me?
guess what, guys? It's a
There,
true Van Halen album.
this is
Give me a
this is
fucking
actually
Holy
does
break.
crap.
sound like Van
Wow.
Halen.
Uh,
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on this one. So.
I'll just say, like, I'll say, even though I was in minor bands that did 3 albums, nobody tries to write filler. You're actually trying to write 12 number one
yeah,
hits. So
Exactly.
you
get
Nobody
know,
close.
tries to write
it's
filler.
just you end
So,
up with filler. You don't know what
so
it
in,
is when you
so,
actually like so.
so in saying that, Jason, you're saying that. So Eddie and Dave and Michael and Alex sit together and they go, "Hey, is Big River a good song? Fuck no, it's not going to get on this album."
Nobody knows
Now
what the.
you're 80 years old and you go, "Hey, let's
Well,
bring
that's
back the
different.
past."
Yeah. No, that's different. That's totally different.
No, it's
When
still
when
not a good song,
when you're
boys.
writing an album
Good
at the
riffs are still
time,
good riffs, and you can and the lyrical content on Different Kind of Truth is far outstrips anything they've done. They did prior to that for at least 3 albums. Totally. So you've got some solid riffs. You've got the bass is more prominent I've ever heard in a long time, and
The
phenomenal
production is
lyrical
good.
content.
I'll give that to you. The production
Hmm.
is good.
Hmm.
But you can't you if you paint a turd, it's still a turd, dude. Like the only good song
wow,
off that album is
Otto,
Tattoo.
the
And
love.
I'm like, oh my God, this is
That's
original. This is Dave and Van Halen doing something original that's like, holy shit, Tattoo is a great fucking song.
Not
It's like
bad.
something I've never heard, something that's out there. And Stay Frosty, which by the way, I read
yeah.
they've never played live. And I'm like, why? This is only the second good song off this fucking album. Stay Frosty is brilliant. It's like that Van
What's wrong
Halen,
with Big River? What's wrong with Chinatown? Those are
so
pretty
fucking
solid songs.
boring, dude. Like fucking, might as
No.
well play fucking Tora.
There's
Lost the
anything.
control.
Story Tour is not
No,
boring. It's just
it's
crazy.
it's garbage. It's
All
garbage.
right.
do you know what it comes down to is we listen to albums differently. Jobber loves the bass. You love the song. And I still think Van Halen never had one album beginning to end that was unbelievable. There's
100%.
always,
100%.
right?
I agree
No.
with you.
So
Yep.
if they did,
when we get to number one, I'll explain why it is.
okay,
I can't wait to hear this.
I'm ready.
I can.
Where are we?
We don't even know where we are.
We're in.
I think we're on my number one.
Okay, let's go to your number one. Of
What?
course. Yeah. I've always known that.
It's probably the best song on the Incredible Rock. Fools is fantastic. Take Your Whiskey Home. Fucking
Romeo
beautiful. Delight. No, not Romeo Delight.
It is the best song on the album.
In a Simple Rhyme, definitely the most underrated song. Cool fucking cover. They just ooze this like we are the coolest
I bought it the day
band
it came out. It was amazing.
ever.
They were the top band in the world. 100%.
Like there's everything about this album I love. I mean, Lost Control is a shit song, but
no, it's not.
It's funny listening to, again, going back to Gary Sharon. He was like, yeah, like Tora Lost in Control is not great. But as a guitar player, you're sitting there in a room full of other really good guitar players and you're going, how the fuck are they getting that sound? How is Eddie doing that?
Yeah.
And it was like, it was not that it was a great song, but it was like all these amazing guitar players are going, how? How can he come up with that?
It's a circus act. And that's what it was. It was like, how could anybody possibly do this? And when you saw him do it, it's like every other guitar player is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah. That's basically what he said. He's like, it's like you've got all the best guitar players in the world, and they're all going like Richie Blackmore and Jimmy Page. All these guys are going.
Nobody could do that. Nobody on the planet could do those weird
how was
Les
he
Paul
doing
tricks.
that?
Because Les Paul invented them in the 40s, and no one watched Les Paul except Eddie Van Halen. Les Paul did all this weird shit. Me and Dave would talk about it years ago. The pick slides, the weird hooking things, the double, like all the technology that Eddie's using is 1955.
Yeah.
It was all Les Paul. But Eddie did it way cooler. He's a linear guy. He's not some weirdo from 1950s television.
Yeah. So no, Women Children First. That's my go-to.
I knew that.
I had no idea that would be your favorite Van Halen album.
Yeah,
Zero.
Shocked. After 25 years, you never thought that would be the number one Van Halen album that Otto would choose.
No, I didn't.
What do you got?
Oh, you ate one too.
Well, thanks for asking. Van Halen 1. Like for me, you talk and like you talk about groundbreaking, like you just nailed it, Otto, on that album. It's like, but that's how I feel about the first Van Halen. When I heard Eruption, I'm like, I don't even like guitar solos, but there's something going on here. When I heard palm muted, I think it's Ain't Talking About Love. Just, it's very simple. It's a chord, and he's palm muting it, and he's writing this amazing song. The simplicity of it, and just the way the crunchy guitar was just like, holy crap.
Guitar sounded like that in 1978. That was an A minor arpeggio.
A minor.
Nobody could ever sound like that. Ted Nugent couldn't. Richie Blackmore couldn't. Jimmy Page couldn't. Eric Clapton couldn't. When that crunch came out with that little bit of delay on it, it was like, that was what guitar should sound like.
Totally. So if you have not listened to a lot of Van Halen, put Ain't Talking About Love on and crank it. And just that's Van Halen to me. And if they had like 10 songs on an album, it would be the best album of all time. But it's a great album.
Yeah,
and I don't think as much as I love what Sammy brought, I don't think they hit all cylinders like they did on Van Halen 1. And that's the same old story. You got your whole life to do your first album. Yeah. Is there filler on it? Maybe, but it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But it's good filler.
Yeah, it's good filler. I agree with you, Hobbs, 100%. That sound when
it's
that
not like Big River filler. It's like, I'm the
no,
one.
But
it's more like it's not like Swinging the Chain filler or Junior's Eyes filler.
I kind of like Junior's Eyes,
So do
but
I.
Swinging the Chain is brutal. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Ops, what you're saying about that riff, that crunchiness that when it kicks in on Ain't Talking About Love, that is like really the beginning of that song. It sets up what Van Halen is going to be forever. It's high energy, it's a lot of showmanship, it's great drumming, it's great guitar playing, and it's on the verge of losing control in the punk metal world, but at the same time, it is like it's also this sexuality and all this stuff. Like, Ain't Talking About Love, I heard it after I heard Women and Children first, and when I heard it, I probably liked it better
Hmm.
than the complexity of Women and Children first. But I still I like if you're right, if you want to introduce people into original Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love is the track. It's not Jamie's Crying,
Oh,
it's not Running with the Devil,
Yes.
it's not Unchained. It is Ain't Talking About Love. It's just such a great fucking song.
Amen.
All right, so my number one, you guys already know this, right? 1984.
1984. Yeah.
Now that I've thought about Hop saying that the sea change wasn't 51
Oh,
50,
you ate one too. I thought you were going to say.
I tried to listen to that album a few times, but 1984,
maybe Diver Down.
no, I like a lot of things about Diver Down, but it's kind of like when you like your weaker brother. You know, it's like, ah, he's a good kid. I'll give him some money. Don't worry about it, Mom. Don't worry. I got him. I got him. He's okay. I'll wait. Girl Gone Bad. Top Jimmy. Hot for Teacher. Like there's nothing that you as a guitar player in the 80s or the 90s, in the 80s. Like I didn't play guitar in the 80s. Well, I played a bit, but in the 90s when you can actually play. When you look at this and you go, every single thing I want as a musician is on this album. Every single thing. That's why
Hmm.
it's the best Van Halen album. And yeah,
Interesting.
Girl Gone Bad is the best song on it by far. Not even close.
Okay. Well, we'll let that one go. Okay. Jobber,
Oh, can you guess?
fair warning.
Number one Van
Women,
Halen album.
fair warning for sure.
Fair warning,
Yeah.
without a doubt. And the thing is, going to Hop's point, this is one of the about the only Dave album where there's no schmaltz. There's
That's
no
true.
maybe dirty movies a little
Ah,
bit, but really
Hmm.
Dave is just business on this. And
I
his
never even
lyrics
thought of that. You're right.
his lyrics here are very hardcore, very cutting. And I don't think beyond Dave, I think Eddie's never sounded angrier playing a solo than One Foot Out the Door. That's
Yeah, I
still
agree.
my favorite blistering Eddie
It's
solo. And
insane. It's
it
absolutely
was supposed to
insane.
be what's that?
I said it was just insane how angry that sound. It was supposed to be a synth loop.
Well, I mean,
I got to
it's
go back and listen to that.
it's the ultimate Brown Sound album. Um, Sinner's Swing, I mean, Unchained, of course, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, Hear About It
Anger
Later.
Moth.
Hear about it later. It's my favorite track off that.
Because
Mean Street.
the delay in the way that Eddie plays back in the pocket, the way he lays it down, it's just like it's so bluesy and it's just Hear About It Later is like it's almost like swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love everything on well
Oh,
no.
and also, so this is Love as well as just
Yeah.
killer.
The
That,
bass playing
And I
on
that's
know
a
it.
great song.
it was one of their weakest albums in terms of commercial success, but the cover art, the sound of the guitars, the production.
Hmm.
I mean, there's just I didn't
Yeah, I love it.
even the filler on that album is still pretty impressive. Even Sunday Afternoon in the Park.
I still like Sunday Afternoon in the Park because it's like a mockery of the Chicago song, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. But
It's a great song. I love how we're grading filler now on this. It's awesome.
there's no filler. Like when Bill says, "Okay, yeah, eventually
Well,
somebody recreates songs 30 years later," that's filler. When you're making an album over 3 months, there's no filler. You're just trying to write 18 number one hits.
But JT, as a songwriter, as someone in that studio, when you have 12 songs, there's gonna be 9 or 10 that are better than a couple.
But here's the thing: you don't know it until people hear it, Hobbs.
Yeah, you're probably not
So,
wrong.
so we thought,
Although,
I'll give you the tip of Meat Rack doing their original songs. None of them were popular, but the ones that people would like, you thought that we'd concentrate on one song, going, this has the elements of a hook or a hit or like something that
Yeah.
more people would like, and then you put it out there. Nobody liked it. And then
Yeah.
the buried track, everyone goes, I love it. So
Yeah.
a good example of that is a career changing thing was Simple Minds. Simple Minds was doing all the weird music me and Dave liked, and it was just awesome. And
Mhm.
then when they did Don't You Forget About Me, it was an extra track, and they were
Yeah.
just jamming around, and the producer said, look, you got to put this on there. And then Jim Kerr and the rest of the band said, no, this is just, it's too poppy. We're just screwing
Yeah.
around.
Sweet, sweet child of mine. I always think of that. Like
Right.
that's just Slash messing around. Well, guess
Right.
what? It turns into the biggest hit.
You
Nobody saw
don't
that
know
coming.
what the public is going to buy.
Yeah, that's
You
fair.
know what you love.
although mostly, I mean, I don't think when they were recording Push Comes to Shove on Mean Streets, they thought
No,
that's the breakout song.
for sure, for sure. But
This one's going to be the one.
but Jobber, look at even Roundabout on Yes. No one expected that to be a hit, and it was a number one hit.
Let me throw
Well,
this at you guys. Are we looking at albums all wrong? Like if you look at it like a story from beginning to end, maybe it's a little different than just a bunch of hits. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it depends on who's writing it, right? It's like is hot
so
like so
I'm
this.
going to stop you guys right there. So I was watching the
All right, let's go.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. We'll finish this off. I basically said number one for me is 1984, clearly.
yeah,
Jobber.
and Jobber, you had
For number one,
Jobber. What you have? Oh, you had Fair Warning.
Fair
Okay,
Warning.
Fair Warning.
Yeah.
the Ultimate Classic Rock list had at number 5 Van Halen 2, at number
Really?
4 Women and Children First, at number 3 Fair Warning, at number 2 1984, and number 1 was Van Halen 1.
Wow. Interesting. Huh.
Our list was so all over the place that
It was totally.
a sober me could figure it out, but yeah, I don't know.
We'll just agree that Girl Gone Bad is the best Van Halen song ever, and that's fine.
No, we will agree that that should not even be complimented. I like Big River better than that.